Tonight's first video comes from Steve and Audra, travel vloggers documenting their full-time van life adventures across the United States in a self-converted Ford Transit. Their channel focuses on budget-friendly road trips, scenic landmarks, and the daily realities of life on the road. June 29th, 2026, Salina, Kansas, United States.
Storm warning came up, and I said, Steve, do not go getting on the road. We have warnings for 80-mile-an-hour winds, hail. Wow. This is the craziest weather we've ever been in. Tornado, no warnings yet, but this is a possibility. We hope we're doing the best thing in the van. We're under a gas station thing because of hail warnings. We're not from here. We don't know what to do in this kind of weather. This is crazy. People are on the road driving.
Whole tree back to your house?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, are you guys okay?
Yeah, I work fine. That's what my wife is. So I'm not, okay, what's going on in my, so that might be the reason why.
Be careful of downwires.
Yeah.
So,
As Steve and Audra exit Planet Fitness and prepare to get back on the road, emergency weather alerts suddenly flash across their phones, warning of an approaching severe storm with 80 miles per hour winds and hail. With no time to find shelter, Steve quickly pulls their camper van under a petrol station canopy to protect the vehicle as the storm bears down on them.
What is that?
The town has lost power now. Everything just went dark.
So what was that
This
blue?
gas station is dark. All the surrounding businesses,
The lights are on. The traffic lights are on.
they're all emergency.
Yeah. What was that big flash?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Jeez. What's that?
I think it was a sign. That's why I wonder if we should be behind a building, but... Oh yeah, it was a sign. So a sign just hit the side of our van. Whoa. What in the world is going to happen? Are those going to go...
I really don't know what to do.
With wind gusts reaching 113 miles per hour and violently rocking the van, Steve and Audra begin to fear that the petrol station's overhead canopy structure will give way and collapse on top of them. The atmosphere inside the van becomes extremely tense as they wait for the storm to pass.
What is this hanging down? You see it hanging down? Is that a wire? You see what I'm talking about? Is that a wire? Like a wire you...
So again, a couple areas of tornado warning still working. Officially, eastern Saline County remains under a tornado warning until 9:45. It is 9:40 now, so we'll see what happens with that. The storm moving very slowly, though,
What part
moving
of
just
Salina are we
10
in?
miles per hour off to the east. East-southeast is what that storm is moving at. So that has prompted that tornado warning for that portion of Saline County and also western Dickinson County. I'll try to get an update on western Dickinson County from the National Weather Service in Topeka. Let's see what we have here. Tornado warning remains in effect until 9:45 for eastern Saline County. Tornado warning in effect until 9:45 for west central Dickinson County. At 9:35 or 6 minutes ago, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 5 miles north of Carlton, moving east at 10 miles per hour. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of west central.
After the worst of the storm subsides, they carefully navigate onto Interstate 70 to find a safe place to sleep. Along the way, they encounter massive destruction, driving past at least 10 overturned 18-wheeler semi-trucks that were blown over by the winds. I think what strikes me about this one is how quickly everything changed. One minute they're leaving a gym, the next they're sheltering under a canopy in 113 miles per hour, winds with no real way to know how bad it was about to get. Seeing those overturned trucks on the highway afterward puts the whole thing in perspective. This wasn't dramatized for the camera. It was a genuinely severe storm that did real damage all around them. It's a good reminder to actually check the weather alerts on your phone rather than dismiss them, because Steve and Audra had minutes, not hours, to find any kind of shelter at all. Tonight's second video comes from Into the Mystery, an online media platform focused on true crime, paranormal phenomena, urban legends, and unexplained real-world events. The channel delivers dark, suspense-driven storytelling and investigations into strange encounters and bizarre occurrences. April 5th, 2018. Soboba Casino Resort, California, United States.
What's happening, everybody? 2 o'clock, 2:30, what time is it? 3 o'clock in the morning. People have been asking me what my crazy experience in the van has been, and I think I have an answer now. We were parked in some casino, and what was the name of that town?
The town was Emmett, the casino was Soboba.
Emmett?
Emmett and the casino was Soboba.
Yeah, so we were in Emmett, California at the casino called Soboba or Zimbabwe or something like that. And 2:30 in the morning, Evie's sleeping, I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I'm just watching some stupid videos. I heard a shotgun, and I was like, wait a second. I paused the video, and I was like, that was a shotgun. Was that a shotgun? And I was kind of like trying to figure out if that was really a shotgun or not, because it could have been fireworks, I guess. I don't know. I grew up in the country. We had guns. I know what a shotgun sounds like, and that sounded like a shotgun to me. And it sounded like it hit something, because you heard the boom, and then you heard like the sound that comes after the initial explosion, and then all the pellets hitting something. And it sounded like they were hitting something wood, maybe. I don't know. It didn't have much of a like metallic sound to it. So I was like, man, I don't know if that was a shotgun or not. So I was like, whatever, I'll just keep watching stuff. A couple minutes later, I heard a pistol. I was like, that was a handgun. That was definitely a handgun.
The vlogger begins recording inside his van at 3 a.m. to answer a long-standing subscriber question about his craziest van life story. While parked in the quiet rear car park of the California casino, his companion Evie falls asleep while he stays up watching videos late into the night. A sudden, unmistakable shotgun blast breaks the silence. The noise echoes close enough to suggest proximity to the vehicle, followed by the distinct sound of pellets striking what appears to be a nearby wooden structure.
Whatever, I'll just keep watching stuff. A couple minutes later, I heard a pistol. I was like, that was a handgun. That was definitely a handgun. And then a couple minutes later, automatic machine gun. I was like, that was definitely a machine gun. So I woke Evie up. I was like, Evie, somebody is out here with guns. I don't know what's going on. We got to get out of here. Let's go. So we just jumped in and drove. Of course, the windshield was super fogged up, and I had to wait a minute for that to undo. And I noticed all the people in the parking lot were like walking around like normal, and people were driving like normal, because we were in the very back parking lot, and then we had to drive through the main parking lot to get out to the road. And I wanted to make sure we weren't, if there was like an active shooter or something in the parking lot, because I couldn't tell where it was coming from or how close it was, but it was definitely close enough to hit us, it sounded like. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like we weren't going to get trapped in a bad situation trying to get out of there. So I was watching for a minute while the windshield defrosted, and everybody was totally normal. People were just walking like normal, and cars were driving slow, and there was no, it didn't seem like there was any emergency at all. Like, people didn't even hear it. It was weird. And so we left and ended up at this Walmart in, what, do you know the name of this town? Beaumont. In Beaumont, California. And all is well now. Talked to the security guard here, asked if we could sleep here, explained the situation. He's like, yeah, there's some hills up around, like, right next to the casino, and on the other side of the hills, people can...
After safely leaving the casino grounds, the couple relocates to a Walmart car park in Beaumont, California. Speaking with a security guard on duty afterward, they're told local residents in the area sometimes use the nearby hills for target shooting, which the vlogger points to as a possible explanation for the gunfire. Tonight's third video comes from Goncalo Valle, a YouTube channel focused on solo van life, off-grid living, and building a homestead in Portugal. The channel documents the creator's journey of converting a camper van, traveling, navigating life on the road, buying affordable land in central Portugal, and sharing practical advice on property, off-grid living, and alternative lifestyles. November 5th, 2022.
Have you ever heard of a thing called imposter syndrome? The constant fear of being found out. Well, I've been dealing with it my whole life, but I'd be lying if I wouldn't tell you that it got way worse as soon as I moved into my van.
You see, when I first moved in, the van looked very different to what it does now. The only thing that I had figured out was a way to sleep in it comfortably and a way to find spots to spend the nights at. Anything other than that, like where to put my laundry or even how to clean my dishes, were things that I had to improvise solutions for. Over time, probably due to the fact that I was taking life differently than everyone else around me, slowly but steadily, this feeling of
Late at night in an isolated location, the silence is broken by the sound of footsteps approaching the van. Realizing he is in the middle of nowhere, anxiety sets in as he listens closely, trying to identify who or what is moving right outside his vehicle.
there's someone outside. Fuck. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. What time is it? It's fucking 4:17. I can hear footsteps. I'm in the middle of nowhere, for fuck's sake. As I opened that door, a flashlight shined straight into my eyes. I could make out two figures standing behind this blinding light, just there, just looking at me. It was the police. I had no idea what to expect. Instantly, a series of thoughts came to mind. Well, do I run? Like, should I just drive off? Fuck, what do I say? Good evening? Fuck, no, that's stupid. Well, don't mind me, just a casual, hairy, naked man hanging out in a white van.
What began as a terrifying ordeal turns into a friendly, reassuring conversation as the police officers express genuine curiosity about the van conversion and his travel plans before driving away. Once alone again, Goncalo reflects on the experience and realizes that his persistent worry about being judged negatively by others was entirely in his own head. The peaceful resolution clears his fears, leaving him feeling encouraged, relieved, and ready to continue pursuing his van life journey with renewed confidence. I think what I appreciate most about this clip is how it captures that spiral of nighttime paranoia that anyone who's slept alone in an isolated spot will recognize. Your mind goes to the worst possible place, and every creak becomes a threat. Tonight's fourth video comes from Tío Aventura, a popular Spanish-language travel and adventure YouTube channel hosted by Chase and Maria Jose. The channel centers on full-time van life, overlanding, and nomadic living across North America, documenting the authentic ups and downs of living in a converted van. June 27th, 2021, Southern California, United States.
Did you hear that? Can't see anything out. It's just after midnight. I left Mortemar and drove past Bombay Beach, and I'm...
While parked alone in total darkness, he suddenly hears a noise out in the night, unable to see anything outside his van. A truck passes nearby in the pitch-black surroundings, immediately putting the dog, Pablo, on high alert. Pablo begins to growl low in his throat. Chase quickly shuts off all interior lights and peeks through the window, but the absence of moonlight leaves the outside completely invisible.
Yeah, I can stay here. Yeah, so earlier I heard this truck go by, and Pablo started growling. I turned off all the lights and peeked out, and I couldn't see anything. It's like pitch black out here, no moon tonight. Then it goes quiet for a while, and I'm watching Jack Black, Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. I hear someone shouting, and then I hear a woman shouting, and then I hear a man shouting. The shouting gets closer and closer and closer, and Pablo's starting to go crazy. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't know if he was coming towards me, so I got out, and now we are where we are. Yeah, so I'm a little on edge tonight, but that's part of it. It happens. I think I'm just gonna sleep on the sofa tonight. In the event that I could drive with the bed down, but it's a lot easier for me to get up and off the sofa. So I think that's the plan. All right, I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Uncertain if the shouting individuals were heading directly toward his vehicle, Chase decided to sleep on the sofa rather than in the back bed. This setup allowed him to quickly leap into the driver's seat and drive off if a confrontation occurred. The night eventually settled into a tense calm without further incident. By morning, the area was quiet, allowing Chase to eat his breakfast in safety before leaving the post-apocalyptic landscape of the Salton Sea to head toward San Diego. I can't help but respect how Chase handled this one. He didn't let curiosity get the better of him. He didn't go outside to investigate, and he didn't try to be a hero. He just prepared to leave and slept somewhere that gave him an escape route. That Salton Sea area has such a strange, desolate energy even in daylight. So hearing an argument escalate in the middle of nowhere, there would be genuinely unnerving on its own, even without knowing how it might have played out. It's a good reminder that having an exit plan matters more than knowing exactly what's happening outside. Tonight's fifth video comes from Greenoid Adventure, a UK-based vlogging channel hosted by Sarah focused on solo female van life, stealth camping, car camping, and budget travel across the UK. The channel is known for showcasing the realistic ups and downs of living on the road alongside the security challenges of solo overnight camping. June 1st, 2026. Coastal park up near a beach and sand dunes, United Kingdom.
Half an hour and I reckon I'm going to stick me window blinds up. I've lost all my my suckers. I've lost all my suckers off my blinds. Do you know what I need? I need to do like a blackout blind. Blackout curtain that goes across from the cabin to the van. Like, it's not dark outside, so it doesn't really matter that I'm... Yeah, like you can't like see the light. I've got my light on inside, you can't really see anything or whatever, so yeah, it looks fine from the outside. Well, I was kind of hunkering down for the night, to be honest. I'd stuck some on YouTube and just relaxing, and I thought, I want to get back out a little bit, so I'm just going to have a little wander. A bit chilly.
As night falls around 8 p.m., Sarah settles inside her van at a roadside park-up. At 2 a.m., Sarah is suddenly awakened by a loud knock on the van door and what sounds like someone trying to open it. Terrified, she freezes in the dark, whispering in panic as she decides to stay completely quiet rather than make a sound or confront whoever is outside.
So good to be back in the van, out and about. I love it. What the actual fuck? It's... what time is it? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Do you hear? What do I do? I'm scared. What do I do? Do I make a noise? Do I do something? I'm not moving. I'm probably not sleeping either. 4:15. It's been a few hours. I still haven't fallen back asleep. I think the sun's gonna rise soon. I can hear the birds. So I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable because it's not dark outside. Good morning.
Following the scare, Sarah remains awake in bed for several hours, frozen in fear, until daylight begins to break around 4 a.m. At first light, she crawls directly from the rear living space into the driver's cab without stepping outside and relocates the van back to the daytime car park. Sitting by the sand dunes in the morning, she reflects on the disturbing night, questioning whether it was a real break-in attempt or a trick of her imagination, while acknowledging how genuinely frightening the ordeal was before packing up to drive home. I think the part that really got to me was her crawling from the back to the front without stepping outside. That level of fear, where you won't even touch the ground until you're somewhere else, tells you everything about how real that experience felt. And honestly, everything she did was the right call. Staying silent, not opening the door, waiting it out until daylight, rather than confronting a stranger alone at 2 a.m. Tonight's final video comes from Wildcat Adventures, a UK-based outdoor travel and wild camping YouTube channel, focusing on solo backpacking, stealth camping, hiking, and exploring scenic or historical locations across Britain alongside her dog, Bella. August 24th, 2026. Peak District, England, United Kingdom.
Okay, I'll wait for a minute. Hi. Yeah, how are you?
So let me show you the toilets.
Okay.
Right, where you will pitch the tent.
It's only a little tent.
Looking at this area, where do you want to park?
I know the river's along there, isn't it? Is there space down there?
Them are not. We don't mix with them because they are permanent. So let's establish the real position. Are you going on that position?
Yeah, that'll probably be the best one. Yeah, I think so.
Which one? In the center or?
Can I have a little look? It's hard to tell.
The vlogger introduces a different kind of trip, visiting what is reportedly the worst reviewed campsite in the Peak District. She reads out several scathing online reviews describing rude hosts, filthy facilities, and appalling customer treatment, setting a tense tone for what might go wrong upon arrival. Upon arriving, the vlogger waits for the site manager to get dressed before being shown around. The host quickly exhibits impatience, placing heavy restrictions on where she can pitch, refusing to let her camp near trees or caravans, and displaying irritation when she takes time to choose a spot.
The toilets, and as I walked in the toilet box, I was like, oh, I forgot to get the cash. And genuinely, I completely forgot. So she's like, well, you can't pitch. You need to go and get the cash. And then she repeated, like, I told you, why did you forget? Well, I forgot. These things happen. I went to the supermarket with the intention of getting food and petrol and cash, and I forgot. These things happen. But I told you. How did you forget? Oh, I just told you. So I'm not allowed to pitch until I go and get some cash out. So the toilets are minging. Right.
As the vlogger prepares to drive off to get cash, the host abruptly revokes her booking altogether. She demands the vlogger remove her car from the property immediately and tells her to find someone else who can entertain this personality, shutting down any attempt to resolve the situation.
Have you read your reviews online?
What?
Have you read your reviews online?
What?
Your reviews.
What about it? I don't care. I don't even care. Shoes.
I'm going, don't worry. Luckily for me, I had a backup.
I will call my husband. You have to go now.
Sorry, what's your husband going to do to me?
You have to go because this is private property.
I'm going.
You're not supposed to be
but you're
here.
Still talking to me.
Huh?
I'm going, but you're still talking to me, so I can't go, can I?
Yes, go now.
So I wouldn't want to be rude.
Go now, Mrs.
I will.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, I think that about proves the point, really, doesn't it? She's still waiting for me at the gate, look. She's a lovely lady.
So, even if I get the £15, even though I've driven all this way?
The host repeatedly demands that the vlogger leave instantly while continuing to engage her verbally. The vlogger remains calm, sarcastically wishing her a good day as she watches her drive away from the gate, confirming the hostile reviews she had read earlier. Following the confrontation, the vlogger reroutes her trip to explore scenic and historic highlights of the Peak District, including Edensor Village, Chatsworth Estate, Padley Gorge, and the historic Plague Village of Ayam. After a wild swim in the River Derwent and dinner at a local spot, she hikes up into the hills for a quiet, successful wild camp with her dog Bella, demonstrating how a ruined campsite booking turned into an enjoyable outdoor adventure. I have to hand it to her for keeping her cool here. Most people would have either lost their temper or felt genuinely intimidated by those threats, but she just documented it all and walked away with her dignity intact. The irony is that the host's behavior validated every single negative review she'd read beforehand. She basically performed the hostility for the camera in real time. That's it for tonight. If you watched all the way to the end, you're either very brave or you made some questionable life choices. Either way, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and click one of the videos on screen. I'll be back soon with more reasons to stay indoors. See you then. And if you made it this far, there was a hidden word somewhere in tonight's video. Drop it in the comments if you caught it.